Welcome to Vibe for Five Friday. You guys already know what time it is, and you know who you got on the mic with you. You got D-Love and Stro.
Well, let's get with it, man.
Let's get with it, man. I had to push that again. The first time I used that, you wasn't right there. My brother wasn't here that day, and I hit it, so I had to let him experience it too. You know, we need that round of applause sometimes.
Well, you know, a pat on the back is what they call it.
I was about to say, pat on your own back, man. If you're not your biggest fan, who is?
I mean, how you going to accomplish anything in life, and how you going to help heal another person if you can't be about yourself?
About yourself, huh? I'm about to be selfless, though. How was you guys' week, man? How was your guys' week?
Please.
I mean, I hope it was great, and we know what to do. If it wasn't great, we regroup, we get it right, and it's always the next day, the next moment, the next week, the next month, whatever, if the Lord say the same.
Well, absolutely. So chime in. You know, share your enlightenment, your encouragement. You know, one of the things that we have to do for each other, you know, in this world of gratitude, you know, being grateful of waking up in the morning, you know, that's one of the things that you and I preach to ourselves, right? When we look in the mirror, we express gratitude for being alive.
Okay.
So encouragement becomes at the basis of that. So, you know, chime in, drop a little message, you know, what's your inspiration? What makes you make it through the day? So let's get with it.
Yeah, we about to do a couple more engaging posts, like stuff that's actually going to ask you to think deeply so you can really respond, and we can kind of get a handle on, you know, kind of stuff you guys want to hear about, the kind of stuff you guys want to know about. So when you see that stuff pop up, make sure you engage, you participate, you like, you share, whatever, comment. We here for us, but we're here for you, like we always say, man.
So let me ask you a question real quick.
Mm-hmm.
That last thing we talked about, that lure.
Of toxicity.
Yeah, how it felt.
You mean to me or how the episode felt?
Well, no, in general, in life, you know, when you think about that lure, that attraction to what may be dark.
You know, that was an episode I was actually looking forward to. This is going to sound like a nerd, getting inside of my own brain and figuring that out. So I always wondered it. So we decided to do it on the mic so you guys could witness it too. And I think it was very interesting. A lot of people beforehand, when I posted what the episode was going to be about, was like, man, I can't wait to hear that one. So, you know, it lets you know how many people actually deal with that and are actually attracted to toxicity.
Well, let's think about the atmosphere we exist in. Normal behavior in our world is of a negative nature. Mm-hmm. So, you know, one of the things that we have to be careful about, and that's just a little snippet on what we were talking about, you know, in that episode in terms of the lure. Mm-hmm. You know, good is bad and bad is good, you know. And what is bad becomes so good that it attracts you so much that it appeals to your primitive. That's just a little taste of what we were talking about, you know, in that episode.
When people tell you what you're supposed to have, it makes you automatically want it.
Oh, man, you got to have it.
Oh, man, he's bad. She's bad. I don't know what makes. I know they got a heart in there. I know innately everybody's good.
You can't get this.
So let me find the good, you know. Let me be good enough where the good presents itself to me and only me and no one else. They're not like that. They got it deep inside of them.
Well, here you go. Sound like a masquerade.
That's exactly what it is, man.
Now go back to that episode.
Pull that mask off. But for some reason, people think struggle. They think in order to have healthy relationships, struggle has to come first. You know, they just automatically, I don't know.
No, and that's the problem is because we think that initially, and it's like, no, when we go through struggle, we piggyback, we pick each other up.
Why do you think that? You think it's like portrayed in the media, maybe in your household or whatever you might have witnessed. You never seen a healthy relationship. Like you said, on the internet today, they showing couples fighting and all that stuff, and people comment, you know, so I want to be internet star.
So it sounds like they push that in your head, and, you know, we talked about that before. You know, our environment, you know, early environmental conditions contribute to that.
Right,
and that becomes our problem. Next thing we know, we think that becomes the norm. That's what we're familiar with, because we talked about that.
Right.
You know, and that becomes the norm for us, and now we're insatiable, because if it don't give us that type of stimulation...
And you go insatiable. You use that word a lot in the episode. I remember insatiable. I think we went back and forth about that. Did we ever come to?
We'll get back. We'll have a B part.
Oh, okay, part B. I got you, man. But yeah, I can see. You know,
they can only have 5 minutes.
What happened with 5 minutes?
They can only have.
Oh, they can only get 5?
Oh, I'm sorry.
You trying to tell me I'm about to talk too much? I won't talk too much then, man. So we're going to pause that. But for you guys that haven't listened to the episode, I guarantee you want to go back and listen to it. Guarantee we broke that down, toxicity, like no one has ever done it before. You've heard episodes about toxicity and all this on the surface, but we got down in it, inside our spirit, inside our soul, and our own experiences, man. So it's definitely something you don't want to miss out on.
You know, toxicity reminds me of one thing. You can be intoxicated. You can become so infatuated with such a behavior that becomes the norm for you, and that's what you're familiar with. And if it don't give you that type of satiability,
Is that a word? If it's not, I like it. Add it. Let's add that.
Insatiability.
Insatiability or
Man, if they can
satiability?
add ain't, we can add anything.
Oh, yeah. Ain't in there now?
Oh, come on now.
Oh, man. So I'm going to stop trying to stop myself from saying it. Ain't that a... Let me stop.
Come on now, let's get with it.
Man, but you already know, man. We can hit over that 5-minute mark. You guys already know what happened to you. You just got stroked up. But don't forget, go, at STROK'D, STROK'D _ the podcast, at STROK'D, STROK'D _ the podcast. Don't forget to engage, like, share. Bye.